What kind of coach are you? Bus driver, taxi driver, or limo driver? Hey, it's me, Dax, out here having another awesome hike here in the hills and beautiful nature of Sedona in Arizona. If you can just see around me there, it's absolutely stunning, right? Well, just thought I'd take a minute or two out to ask you that really important question. What kind of a coach are you? See, because depending on what your answer is going to depend on the kind of clients that you attract into your life, the kind of results that those clients get, the kind of experience that you're going to have as a coach, and also the way you're going to be rewarded for delivering those experiences. So, what do I mean by bus driver, taxi driver, and limo driver? Well, simply think about this. They're all responsible for taking a person on a journey, right? And they all essentially do the same thing. And this is not to belittle any of them or say that their contribution isn't valid. But you think about it, they sit on their butt and they move a vehicle around from one place to another, right? And of course, they're responsible for your well-being and welfare during that journey and all that kind of stuff. Very responsible, but ultimately that's what they're doing. But each one of them gets rewarded very differently, right? And what is it about what they do that results in a different level of reward? Well, think about it. The bus driver is going on a route that is predetermined, predestined, running at a very specific pace between two very specific locations along a route, or if you're American, a route, right? And that's their job, and they're not supposed to arrive at their checkpoints too early, their bus stops too early, they're not supposed to arrive there too late, which means that it's not a very personalized journey, right? You have to wait until the bus comes. It may or may not be busy. Sometimes you may not get on. You might have to sit next to frustrating or obnoxious people or any number of things, right? Things that lessen your experience of going from A to Z. And then let's imagine that you don't live directly on the route. It's kind of getting you somewhat close to where you want to go, but it's not getting you to exactly where you want to go. And if the street that you're going down happens to be bumper to bumper with traffic, you can't ask the driver, "Hey brother, can you take a side route and take us off a shortcut around this?" That's not part of the job description. It's not what they're offering. And you also can't ask them to drop you off at your door. That's not what they're offering either. So it's a very utilitarian approach to being transported somewhere, right? It's useful for some, but ultimately, most of the time, the reason it's chosen is purely because of price. Now, if you want a bit more of a personalized experience, you can upgrade into getting a taxi. And what the taxi does is it allows you to start and end your journey where you want it to start and end. If you want to take a slightly different route to the way that the driver may be used to, maybe you want to drive past a favourite park, or you want to pick up something from a takeaway on the way home, or any number of reasons that you may want to deviate from the journey, that's all okay, right? Because the driver has factored all that in. He's factored in any waiting time, he's factored in that you want to go down a different route. Ultimately, he's going to get paid for it. You get to roughly personalize the route, choose when it starts, when it ends, any detours that you want to make. But of course, whilst you're getting a better experience than being on a packed out bus, you still are limited somewhat by the experience of the cab driver themselves, the music that they may be playing, their cleanliness and hygiene of their cab and all that kind of stuff. And obviously their driving technique too, right? Now let's upgrade again and think about a limo driver. Ostensibly, a limo driver does exactly what the cab driver does. He picks you up when you want to be picked up, takes you to exactly where you want to go, will divert the route, will basically do whatever you want to do en route, right? But usually the standard of the vehicle is so much better, the experience is so much better. You can usually play your own music, it's got awesome lights, you can put up the privacy screen. In other words, you are having an experience that is based around one that you specifically want to have as you take that journey. Can you see the difference here? And can you see that there's a direct correlate between what people are willing to pay more for and what they're willing to pay less for? How does that relate to the experience that you're giving your clients? Become a bus driver who basically runs everything at your pace, does it all exactly your way, tells everyone exactly where the stops are going to be, how long you're stopping for, what needs to be done. This doesn't make you wrong, by the way, it's just understanding that that's what you're doing, right? If you're doing that and it's working for you and you like it and you're not being frustrated by clients wanting to ring the bell and get up early, then that's cool. But if it's not, then maybe it's time to look at upgrading your vehicle, upgrading the journey that you're taking people on. And if you're a cab driver, and understanding that you've got a more personalized experience for your clients, but that there's a kind of a ceiling on what they're willing to invest in you at, then maybe you want to look at how you can become a coach who's more of a limo driver. Not only get people to the place where they want to go, but pay a lot more attention to the quality of the experience they're getting while they're going there. Hope this has got your your brain cells ticking over a little bit and thinking about things in a different way. And if not, that's cool too. Just a mad rambling while I'm walking out here in all this awesome beauty. Till next time, take care. It's me, Dax. Bye bye.